Good morning, Crossroads Church. Happy Father's Day. Everybody, round of applause for all the fathers in the room. One of the best gifts God ever gave us was to be a father. This morning, I want to talk to you a minute about opportunity. Has this ever happened to you? Have you ever had to learn the same lesson more than once? Man, I tell you, I'm just one of those people. Takes me a few extra times, you know. We see last weekend I was in Casey, Illinois for a big softball tournament. And I was playing tug of war with myself all week because I really felt like I should be here. And the way the tournament is set up, for the tournament to happen, you have to play the tournament on Saturday in order for you to be able to play on Sunday. So I drive up to Casey on Friday night. Saturday morning comes, I look at the radar, and here comes a big, huge rain front. And Casey was at the northern tip of that front. It was at the northern tip, but there was no way we were going to miss this rain. I had people messaging me all morning. Is the game canceled? Are we still playing? What are we going to do? But as the front was approaching Casey, every time it looked like it was just going to rain cats and dogs on us, it would dissipate. You've seen that before. Storms coming in. It looks like you're going to get some rain and it just disappears. And there was a part of me that wanted it to rain so I could be here with you guys. And the other part of me didn't want it to rain because the season's almost over and I wanted to watch my girls play. But you know what? Didn't rain a drop all day. So I thought to myself, it's okay, because the chances of us catching the early game on Sunday is unlikely. I'll find a church in Casey. I was scouting some churches out, and I was going to attend there. Well, we lost our first game unexpectedly. And guess what? Because we lost the early game, we got the early game Sunday morning at 8 o'clock. So on Sunday, there I am. 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, playing softball. And I'm beating myself up pretty good. Doubting myself, questioning my judgment, wondering what kind of example I am to others around me and to my children. Well, we win the first game Sunday at 8 o'clock, which means we got to play another game right after that. And as we're warming up for the next game, one of the coaches from Casey comes up to our team and says, hey, we're having a church service over here. We would like you to join us. Now, you want to talk about excitement. Looking back on it now, I probably looked ridiculous because I screamed, I love church. I love church. Everybody's looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, girls, church, pavilion, let's go right now. I was walking so fast, I probably looked like I was running. It was a little bit embarrassing. But as I walked up to the pavilion, there stands a crowd of well over 100 people surrounding a pastor. Surrounding a pastor as he's preaching the gospel message. As he's preaching Jesus Christ crucified. And it's one of the most beautiful things I've seen and been a part of all year. You see, church, here's the lesson that it seems I have to learn over and over again, is I was so worried about where I wasn't, I was missing the opportunity where I was. You see, sometimes what happens is we get stuck in a routine, and that's exactly what it is. It's a routine. And then we miss the opportunity that's right in front of us. And I know better than to put God in a box. God isn't confined to anywhere. God is everywhere. And he was there that day. Now, you may agree with me, you may not, but God allowed that tournament to be played on Saturday because someone at that ball field needed saved on Sunday. The Bible tells us God leaves the 99 to get the one. And I'm willing to bet you a lot of times that one isn't sitting in church on Sunday morning. Brother Dave talked about evangelism in his message last week, and I listened to this message on the way home, and it pierced my heart because it reminded me while I'm in church every Sunday morning, there are still people out there who aren't. And if we don't take the opportunities that God gives us, no matter what time it is, no matter what location that we're in, they are going to stay out there. And after that service was over, we walked into the dugout and I told the girls, I said, win or lose today doesn't even matter. Because the best thing that's going to happen to anybody all weekend just happened under that pavilion. Church, every Sunday is an opportunity for us to take what we get in here and take it out there with us and give it to someone else. Or you can leave it at the door and stay stuck in your routine. So this week, if you can't tell, got a big week coming. It's VBS. You know what that means? Opportunity. Opportunity all week long. From Tuesday to Sunday, opportunity. Crossroads Church, what are we going to do with it? Are we going to have the best, most attended VBS we've ever had? Well, if we're going to get stuck in a routine, let's get in a stuck routine with inviting people to that. Amen?